Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Offense in a bunch formation. Stopped in the backfield, and the defense comes out sending a message.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
Maybe a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for the score. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Shadow of the goalpost looming, 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. And as he throws, intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love the way this defense just responded. Sometimes you're over there drinking Powerade on the sidelines. You're ready for your offense to do its thing. They turn it over. You quickly grab your helmet. Sometimes you're discombobulated. And in this offense tries to take advantage of that. Defense more than ready. Grabs the momentum right back in this football game. Back-to-back turnovers.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a heat. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. The quick out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Could be an outing. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving out to the right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Get it out on the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the right. Found a seam. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That's caught. It's Walker. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Hey, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. He's got it. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Back to throw, it's Weckman. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Young.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Houston going up tempo.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout, Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. He might want another play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Ducks looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Thomas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here's the third interception of the night. Flying down the right side. The 30. He's at the 20. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Trying play action. Moving away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back. It's Wegman. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Houston offense once again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Houston wants to play fast. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Escapes the pressure to his right. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. play action. Under fire. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Young.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it. Give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack. They're able to get the stop, now setting up 4th.
The Cowboys looking to convert on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. At the 45, on its way. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's caught downfield. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Stepping to the right. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I didn't think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
And he made the extra point without problem. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The run inside. It's Hughes. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Single back formation, and they give it to it. There's a crease. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys...
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel